Today's training, I will be teaching you how to submit a home office request for paperwork. Home office requests are also referred to as general requests. They're one and the same, and they're how people are able to submit paperwork over to Harbor for our review and our approval. Basically, any type of paperwork that is not a CIP and is not a check will be submitted as a home office request. To begin the process for this, you need to be on Atlas's homepage. You can get there by logging in, or if you are not on this page, you can get there by clicking the house icon. Once on the home page, you're going to go to an area that says Home Office Request. This is where you can begin the paperwork submission process. We're going to see General Request and leave that alone. You will never really have to mess with that, so once you see that, just press Next. We're now going to be asked some information about what we're trying to submit. As you can see, I have an application over here, and this is for my Schwab individual account for client Johnny Doe. I have an application in here. I also have the transfer form included, which is right here. I have the money link as well as our advisory disclosure at the bottom. So I have all of these application forms in one PDF, and I need to upload this all over to Harbor so they can review it and then send it on to Schwab. In this first question, you're going to answer who your advisor is. Yours should populate, but if not, you can search for it just like I did. You're going to find your client, and you can do that by either their social security number or their name. I'm going to go ahead and choose a name just because it's easier. I found Johnny Doe, and now I want to label my subject. The subject is very important when you're labeling it because you're going to use that to find your submission later on. It's also what is going to tell Harbor what we can expect to see in this request. When you're doing the subject, we have some standard abbreviations you can find on our website, on our abbreviations form, and this will help you be able to keep a concise subject, but also describe what you have to upload. It's important to always include the name of the company as well as the type of account registration within your application submission specifically. So in this case, as I mentioned, I have a Schwab individual application, so I want to go ahead and notate it like this. I have a transfer form as well, which we typically call ACATs. We also see this used for transfers, so whatever you're more comfortable with, but ACAT is more than acceptable. We had a MoneyLink form in there as well, so MoneyLink is also similar to an ACH, but I'm just going to use the specific Schwab term MoneyLink, and then our advisory disclosure at the end. So this way you can see I've abbreviated it, but also been descriptive enough to show what we can expect to see. My request details is a note box to Harbor. This is for you to tell us to do things. This is for us to either check on something for you with the request. It's a way for you to go ahead and basically submit something along with your paperwork. So in this case, I have a Schwab application I need to submit, so I'm going to say, please submit to Schwab. Now, the submission type is also important because submission types help direct paperwork to very specific groups of people here at Harbor. We do have a video explaining the submission types. You can look for that, and we will be able to better explain how you know what paperwork goes where. In this case, I have an advisory application since this is for Schwab, and this is an application. So this is new account paperwork, hence why I'm selecting advisory new account paperwork. I'm going to press Next, and the last step is to upload the paperwork. You can either drag it from your desktop or you can go into your computer and find it just like I am. Once you have found the paperwork, it's going to give you a progress bar as it always does, and you're going to wait for it to upload. Once it's uploaded, you're going to get the green check mark as normal and press Done. And once you press Next, you're going to see the success screen and you're going to see the name of the image that you uploaded. This is just for you to further confirm it has successfully made it over to Harbor. The image has made it, and it's now in Harbor's hands for review and approval. This is how you were able to submit a home office request. If you need to submit another one, you can either click the home button or you can click this drop down where it's asking if you want to add another request. Simply press yes, press next, and it'll bring you back to the start. If you have any questions on the process of submitting a home office request, please reach out to Atlas at Harbor.